Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm filming a bit of a day in the life video today, kind of giving you an insight of a day in my life as a PhD student, as a business owner and a content creator and whatnot. And I love filming like day in the life videos because they're super easy. I don't have to like plan them or overthink them, and they kind of just like lend themselves really well to like a good story because there's like a very clear beginning, middle and end to your day, and so that's just like really good for storytelling. So I also wanted to kind of show you guys just like a few things in this video, one of them being my new morning routine. So I kind of filmed, I think it was during my Make It Count vlogging series where I was like kind of vlogging my daily life during lockdown. I filmed a video talking about my morning routine, and that had been my morning routine up until like the start of this year. And then I just found that for a number of reasons that morning routine wasn't really working for me. It wasn't really allowing me to set myself up for the perfect day. And so I've adjusted my morning routine quite a lot actually. I've gone from having like very kind of like go, get shit done mornings to like very slow mornings, which is just what works for me and what I need right now. So I wake up in the mornings between 6 and 7. I have my first alarm set for 6 o'clock because I try and go to bed around 10 p.m. so that gives me like a good 8 hours. But I will often let myself sleep until either 6:30 or 7 if I really need it for whatever reason. I slept until this morning at 7 this morning because there was a storm last night, and so Rocco kept me up for like a good 2 hours because he was really scared. So I needed a bit of extra sleep today. And the first thing I do is obviously I let the dog outside, and then I don't start with my morning coffee. How unlike Tiana. I went and saw a naturopath last year because I was really burnt out. I was really unwell, and she helped me a lot, and she also prescribed me with a bunch of different like herbal medicines and things, and she prescribed me with this one that I'm still taking because it really helps with IBS. And when I'm really stressed I tend to get IBS, and so in the morning I just mix this like powdery stuff in with a little bit of like juice or something, and that's what I have first thing in the morning, kind of like an hour or so before I will eat anything else. So that's the first thing I do. Then I kind of just like chill and allow myself to like wake up naturally. I have my bottle of water next to my bed and I'll try and drink some of this, and I know that's very different because I used to like have a coffee first thing in the morning and that would wake me up, but I'm trying to really reduce my caffeine intake, and so I kind of just like allowing my body to like naturally wake up itself. During that time, also something that I never used to do, I go on my phone. I actually go on my phone because now that I have started an OnlyFans account, I find that it just kind of works for me to go on my OnlyFans first thing in the morning, kind of like check it out, like reply to any messages, see if I have any like requests or whatever for like content, and I take note of that so that I know like later on tonight or maybe like tomorrow when I have time I will make that content. But it's just good to kind of like keep on top of it, like let people know like, yeah sure, I'll get this to you whenever, or stuff like that. Make sure I've like got something scheduled on there to post today. So that's kind of like the first thing I do in the morning. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so next thing I do in the mornings is just like anything that I really need to get done for the Humanitarian Changemakers Network, which is the social enterprise that I run. And the only thing that urgently needs to get done, I've checked all my emails and I don't really need to schedule anything for social media. So I do need to record a podcast episode because it was a weekly podcast, now it's fortnightly, just because like researching and editing and filming, like recording a podcast every single week was just like too much. So now I do it fortnightly, and it needs to come out tomorrow, so I need to get it done today so that it's all scheduled and ready to go. So I'm just going to film the, if I keep saying film, record the podcast episode, and then that'll be my urgent HCN tasks out of the way. I wanted to quickly mention that another thing I do is I meal prep a bunch of these like blueberry and chia seed like breakfast muffins, and they're like the perfect like little small breakfast to kind of have when I first wake up and I start doing some work, just because I know that it's like good to eat within the first hour that you wake up. But I'm not quite ready to have like a full breakfast until after I do some exercise. So I'm having my breakfast muffin now. So because it is like super hot in Brisbane in summer, I absolutely hate going for runs. So I've actually gone and bought an exercise bike, and I will basically do like 20 minutes on the exercise bike, and while I'm like kind of sitting there doing a little bit of cardio, warming up, I do my Spanish practice, because I'm still really trying to learn Spanish, even though I've slacked off quite a bit over the last like 6 months or so. So I do like 20 minutes of cardio, and then I just do like a home workout. So I'll probably use like the dumbbells today. Yeah, that's my plan for my workout this morning. So I normally have my breakfast and then get ready for the day. I leave for uni around 10 o'clock, and I'm normally here by about 1:45, which gives me some time to just like settle in, plan for the day. And then I normally start doing my research by about 11. This is my desk. It's such a cute little space. I love it. And yeah, so at the moment I am kind of finishing up all of the background work that I needed to do, all of the reading and stuff for my PhD, and I'm currently in the process of figuring out my research plan and how I'm actually going to go and conduct my fieldwork, if I can go to India as planned, or basically what my plan B will be if I can't go to India. So I'm just kind of like picking out all of my data collection methods, and then also some alternative methods, because I'm not really sure what the go is going to be with international travel with coronavirus and everything that's happening. So that's the plan for today. I actually forgot my laptop charger, which is something that I've never done before, so I don't have a lot of juice on my laptop, but luckily I can probably do most of this using pen and paper and my iPad. Going to work, smiling as we're falling apart. You lie to your friends as fine as you're falling apart. So since I didn't have my computer, I thought today was the perfect day to run to the stationery shop on campus and grab some poster paper and some pens and stuff. And what I have started to do is, because I'm using systems thinking as my main methodology and theoretical framework for my research, I've been doing a lot of like really rough use of systems thinking tools. So I thought it was a good opportunity to kind of sit down and really kind of map out a lot of the work that I've done, and kind of display it properly. So if you're familiar with like systems thinking, this is my first proper attempt at doing a causal loop diagram. These are just some like boundary evaluation maps and stuff like that. And then this was my first attempt at using the iceberg model. So the iceberg model is like one of the key analytic tools within critical systems thinking. So it basically, it's based on the metaphor that with an iceberg, only about 10% of the iceberg sits above the water, and then the remaining 90% is below. And most kind of like big social issues kind of have the same thing. We only really see about 10% of the issue, and it's the remaining 90% which kind of represents all of the underlying patterns and trends, different structures and mental models. So what I've done is I've taken the issues that I'm researching and started to pop different variables on this iceberg model. So this has actually been really fun. I think it was a blessing in disguise that I ended up forgetting my laptop today, because I've kind of been avoiding doing all of this stuff. But now I got to get back to finalizing my data collection methods. Okay, so I have officially selected all of my data collection methods, and then my alternative methods in case I can't go to India to do my fieldwork, which is very exciting. I didn't think I would get it done today. And then this afternoon I've just been catching up on some emails, doing like some administrative stuff for my candidature, to kind of like start preparing for my confirmation of candidature, which is basically the milestone 12 months in, where you do like a presentation and basically people review the progress that you've made to determine if you can continue doing what you're doing. And I have also started preparing for a conference that I submitted an abstract for and it was accepted, so I'm super excited. This will be my first academic conference presentation as a PhD candidate. It will be the 2021 Humanitarian Leadership Conference, so I'm super excited for my little presentation, and I've just been kind of learning a little bit more about what I actually need to do for that. But it's about 4 p.m. now and I have had enough for the day, so I'm ready to go home. I kind of just like intuitively finish up for the day when I feel like I have kind of done everything that I want to do for the day and I've achieved everything I need to achieve, and I kind of just feel satisfied, and I'm not kind of like continuing to work when my brain's like not really focusing or whatever, because I tend to just like waste time when I could come back and like smash it out better in the morning. So I'm gonna head home now. Hello, Mummy's home. Alrighty, so I'm home and it looks like it's about to rain, so I'm gonna take the dogs for a very quick walk. Hopefully I don't get wet. Are you ready for a walk? Are you ready for a walk? We just made it home before the rain, didn't we, baby? Oh, he really doesn't like the rain. Okay, so I've just had some dinner and a shower, and now for the rest of the night I'm going to just do a little bit of work that I have to do, nothing too major or too serious, and then I might watch a little bit of Netflix and then I always read for half an hour before bed, because I try and have the 30 minutes before I go to sleep with like no screens or anything. So I'm currently reading The Barefoot Investor, and I'm also reading The Scarlet Letter. So I feel like tonight's going to be a fiction night, so I'm going to read The Scarlet Letter and then I will head to bed and do it all again tomorrow. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog about a day in my life as a first year PhD student. If you guys have any suggestions for videos or anything that you want to see, definitely let me know down below. Otherwise, make sure you hit that subscribe button and I will see you in my next video.